Welcome to VoiceUp. They say, ki if you want to stay young and energetic, you should surround yourself with young and energetic people. And today's guest is just that. She calls me her friend, and that's my greatest asset. A young and dynamic entrepreneur, she is converting dreams into destination through her travel venture, Postcard to Dreams. From business trips to soulful getaways, she is making travel seamless and soulful. Not just that, she's also a tarot card reader and who believes in the power of energy as well as synergy. So, I would like to welcome today and introduce you to the person who keeps me young and energetic, Tanya Kohli. Tanya, welcome to Voice Up and thank you for doing this with us.
Hi Vibha, how are you? Thank you for having me here today. It's a pleasure to be speaking about my business and discussing about the details that I'm doing.
Awesome. That's really nice. And we would love to hear from you how you go about doing it. So, thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
let's start right away. I would like to ask you, why did you think of starting Postcard to Dreams? What was the thought behind it?
So Vibha, I always had the urge to start something of my own. Earlier it was into fashion. Like till now I believe that I can do something into clothing. But
Okay.
thanks to my family business background. So how Postcard to Dreams I started? It was a trip to Georgia. And
Okay.
during that trip, I had a very bad experience with a travel agent. Can you
Mm.
believe there was no morning chai? There was no jet spray. And worst of all, there was no response. I was constantly calling him, but there was no response. That's what hit me. And I was like, people just don't need bookings, they need care. And that is what, provoked me and helped me that, I should do something different in travel. So that's where I gave a birth to my baby, that is Postcard to Dreams.
Wow, that's awesome. They say, no, good things come out of adversities many times. So this was a blessing in disguise. Probably you had to go through
I
that
agree. I
experience
agree.
to realize that yeah, कि ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं. And this is something that is much needed, I think, for a person who likes to travel. Me also, yeah, we have also had a couple of bad experiences, and you feel कि खुद ही करना चाहिए. So having a person like you doing it for us would be really good. Okay.
I'll
So what
appreciate.
yeah. So, what are the challenges you face as a young entrepreneur? What are the challenges that you come across?
Yeah, so starting Postcard to Dreams was not easy. Something, you have to start from the scratch. It means like wearing many hats. Like if I talk about in points,
Yeah.
there are many already set up businesses. Like if I talk about Make My Trip, Cox and Kings, Raina Tours, they have already made a name. So standing out is a big task. Now, since I'm new into the market, so people have a hesitation like going for the visas and international trips. That is also a big challenge. And I come from a marketing background. So travel is something new to me, and every day I'm adapting it, and every day it's a challenge for me to prove myself. And secondly, the most important thing is B2B competitive rates. Like already people who are into this marketing. So suppliers, they also want to work with those people who are into long term. But there are challenges, but it is bringing something new to me every day. And I am taking it as a challenge. Okay, yes, throw it to me and I will prove you the best thing.
Wonderful. Yeah, I know any business that you start new will have its own set of challenges, and it's wonderful to know that you are keeping positive and you are staying on the course and doing such wonderfully well. So that's great. Okay, you've also started doing tarot card sessions, right? Now, how did that come across? Because it seems like two different aspects only, one travel and one tarot. How do you combine them? Why did
I
that happen?
believe all the T's are supposed to be surrounded by me. Travel, Tanya, tarot.
That's a wonderful perspective.
Yeah, so tarot is something the interest was a long back. Like during the schools, I used to see a lot of angelic numbers like 1111, 222, 555. So tarot is something, it is the interest is recently, not now. It is from my school time. And I am a very strong believer who believes a lot of in astrology and spirituality. Thanks to my mom also, she had a lot of influence. So since 2017 I wanted to learn tarot. So
Okay.
it's almost 8 years. Like I got a chance in 2025 to learn tarot, and can you believe the first thing that they told me in the session was, you don't choose tarot, tarot chooses you. So
Oh,
this is how my tarot journey has started. Now I take one-to-one sessions, helping people in the clarity which I was looking for.
awesome. That's really nice. That's good perspective. Yeah, I didn't realize there are three T's in your business. That's awesome. Wonderful. Okay. Can tarot be a form of self-care, or do you feel that, it's also related to, like, introspection or self-care? Because my page and what I do is all about health. So I just want to understand your perspective on this.
So, according to me, I take tarot as both self care and introspection. Of course, every individual has a different perspective, but according to me, we can take tarot in both forms. If I talk about self awareness, it is you are like connecting yourself with your inner journey, with your inner path, and you are putting a reflection upon your thoughts, whether you are doing the right thing. Like we always talk about the good thing in our mind and a bad thing in our mind, and many people say also कि डेविल की आवाज हमेशा ऊंची ही आती है आपको. जो आप जब कोई काम बुरा भी करने जा रहे हो तो डेविल बोलेगा कर लो देखा जाएगा. बट
Oh,
टैरो के साथ
yes.
we relate it to our inner self. टैरो helps you कि कोई बात नहीं, जो अच्छा पाथ है वो मुश्किल है, द रोड इज गोइंग टू बी टफ, but the journey is going to be beautiful and the results are going to be beautiful. If I talk about introspection, it is something like, you can say, a mirror. You can see yourself into the mirror. Tarot will help you. Tarot will help you to look at your challenges and the direction which you are going through. So I believe tarot can be taken as both inner self and introspection, because awareness is the first thing towards healing. If you are not aware what you are doing in life, why you are doing it, what is the purpose in your life, so tarot helps in both. I take tarot as both self-care and introspection.
Oh, wonderful. That's new perspective for me also, and it's good to know this, because when you say the devil's voice is the loudest you hear, it is also when you're talking about health and nutrition, the same thing, right?
Correct.
Ki, you are trying to eat healthy, but there will be something that will come in your way, and you will be, "Arey, one ek se kya hota hai? Let's eat." Like, okay, I will start
Exactly.
tomorrow or something like that. Yes, I understand that totally, but there are people are generally very skeptical about the cards. So, do you face any kind of these kind of challenges in tarot reading where people feel कि अरे इससे तो कुछ नहीं होता, and they'll think what can you learn from here? This is all not real. Do you have these
Correct.
kind of things also?
Absolutely. There are a lot of customers who keep on telling me, like, I am a firm believer ki, like, I have superstition value kind of thing also in my life, but it's not this thing. Like, whenever I'm taking any session, first of all, 15 minutes will be just a communication process. Like, I strongly believe that the person who is coming to me, nobody is listening to that person. Usko sunna bahut zaruri hai mere liye. And it is not always, whenever you are taking a tarot reading, that you have to tell the remedies. आपको वहम डालना जरूरी नहीं है. You can always help the person to proceed on the positive path, to believe in himself or herself, जो उनको वहां किसी से नहीं मिल रहा. So it is a way how you deal with the people. Like, many people are there who are making just money. For me, tarot is not making money. It is just a process in which, people who are not on the journey of believing in themselves, I tell them, yes, you can do this, and it is not an impossible thing which you can't do. So for me, tarot is something, which will help me also and the other person also.
Wonderful, yeah. Like for me, this session actually is an eye opener also, because there's like so many parallels from health and holistic well-being perspective, that what you're talking, I can link in my mind, because we also believe that, when you're doing coaching, health coaching also, it's the premise is that it should be led by the person, because
Correct.
nobody wants to hear what the other person is saying. Even if you go to a doctor with a problem, they will just tell you, okay, have this medicine, that medicine. But what actually they are feeling, the doctor does not have the time to listen to them. So
Correct.
many people don't have that validation कि मेरी कोई सुने. So wonderful that you're doing this. Awesome. Okay. So,
Earlier people used to talk about like life coaches or health coaching in a holistic way. ये महंगो लोगों के शौक थे. But now,
hmm.
if you see that today's generation, they are more into Ayurvedic practices and they are following yoga as their daily routine. Like yoga has become such a fundamental part of everyone's life and routine. Even I am a very strong believer. अगर अंदर से खुश नहीं हो, वो आपके फेस पे भी रिफ्लेक्ट होता ही होता है. No matter what kind of clothes you are wearing, what kind of makeup you are putting on to, if you are not happy from inside, so that will show up on your face in one or the other way.
So it's been wonderful chatting with you till now, Tanya. And let's just get something more about health now. I want to understand from you, how important do you think health is for you from your perspective?
Health is something which is non-negotiable for me. I have a very strong believing and a firm, on this thing. पैसे कमाने का कोई फायदा नहीं है अगर वो पैसे आपके बिस्तर पे खर्च हो रहे हैं. I am someone who dislikes hospitals, and I believe that, if you are very firm for your health, that is the best thing you can prevent. For example, my life changed after marriage. My husband is someone who believes a lot in homemade food, homemade things. So I was not aware how to make a paneer at home. And now I enjoy this process, making burgers at home, making pizzas at home. And can you believe the taste? It tastes much better than the outside what I'm getting. So for me, health is something, a fundamental part of my life. And people are very like how you talked before in the session also, like people are getting skeptical. Yeah, but correct knowledge, like for example, many young generation, if you're looking for making up their body, building muscle and everything, they're going to the gym. I don't believe like that. For example, you can go for a morning walk or 10 minutes of yoga will reset your mind and body. So that is very important, having the correct knowledge, what your body needs and what important is what your mind needs. For example, someone might be going to the gym, but they are not, mentally happy, or they are not mentally, there is a calm and peace in their life. And they can shift to yoga. That will bring a lot of changes in their inner self. So health is something which I don't like to compromise. And क्यों
So
ही पैसे खर्चने हॉस्पिटल्स पे, इट इज बेटर टू वो पैसे आप ट्रैवल पे खर्चो.
I absolutely agree with you on that one. That's so good. So that brings to the next question. How do you see travel as contributing to someone's overall well-being?
So for me, travel is the most powerful source of self-care. I have a short story here. Recently,
Yeah,
I
please
was
tell
in
me.
Kalimpong. It's in a small part in West Bengal.
Okay.
So we were staying in a forest reserve there.
All right.
And can you imagine, there was no internet for 3 days.
Wow.
At first my life was a bit hustle. I was like, what is this? No WhatsApp, no Instagram. We are so much into this tech world and we are forgetting. And one fine day, like the second day, I was waking up normally, earlier, like I wake up around 8 o'clock, so I was up by 6. And the chirping of the birds, the peace of full mountains and the trees and the scenic beauty, I was like, I am missing this from such a very long period of time. I was connected with my inner self. And the bang on thing is, I started my tarot journey there. So this was something, I believe that one should, it is not always about fancy destinations. You can go for a spiritual journey, you can go for a trip where you can feel relaxed and connect with yourself. That is very important. And a break should be there from your monotonous routine, especially for the people who are working into corporates. You definitely need a break. So
Yes, and
travel
you
is
should.
something which will
Yeah.
help you.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, it is wonderful that you can talk like that and all. It's not just that you have to go to fancy five-star resorts to get the maximum benefits of travel. So travel will affect you on physical levels if you can do a trekking kind of a,
Trekking
thing,
kind of.
or it can do spiritually like what you experience. Wonderful. So yeah, travel is a must. And if you want to travel, people, please come to Postcard to Dreams, and she will make your
Thank you,
travel
thank you.
the best. Okay. So, few final questions. I would like to know from you. Generally, I ask this like, what are your three top recommendations for health? But for you, I will ask, what are your three recommendations for destinations that can promote healing and relaxation for people? Do you have anything in mind?
Yeah, yeah, of course. For I will not recommend fancy destinations. The first destination that I want every person on the earth should go, that is Isha Foundations in Coimbatore. It is a very beautiful experience one should have in their life. The spiritual journey, after 8 in the night, they don't serve food. Like even the
Yes.
water is not available. They have separate kind of bottles they will give you in your room. And that actually, helped me in balancing my diet. Like I am someone who used to eat after 9, after 10, okay. But when I went to Isha, I was like, okay, the discipline, this is the discipline what is lacking in my life.
Okay.
Secondly is Kalimpong, that is in West Bengal, or any forest reserve, any kind of government place you can go. Fancy restaurants and hotels, everybody keeps on going. But just go, cut down your internet thing, cut down from Instagram, social media, and it's a truly bliss. And if something you are want to go in a group, or if you are looking for a solo thing, Ladakh is the perfect place. It will make you feel grounded. The perfect, monasteries are there, and the scenic beauty. It is a must experience.
Wow, wonderful. Those are three very good
Top three
destinations.
destinations.
I think I need to come to you when at least one of them. Ladakh is on my bucket list also. I haven't
Same,
been
same.
able to
Ladakh is
do it.
even on my bucket list. I'll plan a woman's trip soon.
That would be wonderful. I would love to do that with you. And it's wonderful that you have uh, given only India trips. Generally people think of travel and destination, they think outside India. They don't promote also. Very few people will
Very few.
promote India. So, like you are going back to your roots, which is also a premise of health. And
Correct.
it's so wonderful. I wish you all the best in your journey. You're
Thank
doing
you. Thank you
wonderfully
so
well
much.
and you are true to your path. That is so good. So, people, if you want any travel related information, you want to know more about your tarot, please come to Tanya and she will help you out. And just for the benefit of people, Tanya, how do they find you? What are your handles? Can you share that with us?
Okay, so recently, as I've started my tarot journey, one thing that every customer or my friends and relatives tell me, you are a person who has a solution to each and everything. I mean, I don't know whether I am mentally strong or physically what it's in my body, like whatever even the world throws at me, I will come with any solution. And I am a person who will crack jokes at any serious situation. Some or the other, I'll make the other person laugh, lighten up their mood. And I do believe what is meant to happen, that will happen. Why are we spoiling the present mood? That is, many people like they are spoiling their health, they're spoiling their good routines by not following, they are worried about their future. For example, in today's time, war is happening, but you can't let it affect your present time. Okay, you have to be careful, but you need to be work upon your positive environment, positive mood. So I am someone who is always positive. Any
That's
problem, anything you are coming up, you will find a positive answer. And someone who genuinely listen.
that's
Very
great.
few people are have the capacity to listen to other people. Even if you are on a call with me, and if it goes for 5 hours, I will patiently listen. So this
That's
is
really
something
a
I
rare quality. Yeah,
something
it's
a
nice.
bonus I have in me.
Awesome. Wonderful. So can you now just the final thing, can you share your Instagram handle where people can reach you
Yes, it's postcard two dreams.
to as in numerical two?
Numeric two.
Yeah. So you heard her journey, people, and do follow and like Postcard to Dreams and get in touch with Tanya. She's a wonderful human being and she will definitely help you out. Thank you for listening
Thank
to
you.
Voice Up. Until next time, this is Vibha signing out.